Welcome to this video explaining about adaptive icons. Okay, let's have a look. Here in the emulator I have the app with the default icon, and to see if you have the adaptive icon you can just long press it, move it around, and you will see that the foreground and the background are separate from each other. So that's one thing to see if it's an adaptive icon. The other one is, if you have developer options enabled, is to long press, then you have the settings. And so only if you have developer options enabled, you will see change icon shape. So it will be system default by default. But let's have a look at maybe teardrop. And here we go. It adapted to teardrop, so you can see this is an adaptive icon. For now, let's change it back to the system default. So how to create our adaptive icon for ourselves. So you go to the source, the resources, and you go to new image asset. So okay, so it's already pre-filled for me because I did this one before. But you want to have the adaptive and legacy because the adaptive ones are only used for Android Nougat. So let's do adaptive and legacy. Let's name it the same, so the old icon will be overridden. And well, this is your option, of course. If you want to have an icon with text, maybe a nice image, or your own image. For me, I will do my own image. I have an SVG, which is B, which looks nice. If you don't have trimming, it will probably go out of bounds. You'll see here a show save zone. It's the gray circle that you see here. And that's the circle where the icon will be held in if you move it around. And probably if you go from circle to teardrop or to whatever, maybe it will cut off. So you probably want to trim it and then resize it as you wish. Now, this is good. Then, as the background layer, again, you can have an image, but in this case, I will just choose for a color. I think this is good. This is nice. And then for the legacy ones, because the foreground layer and the background layer are only used for the adaptive icons, so only for Android Nougat and above. So for the legacy, you probably want to generate it. The shape that you wanted. Let's go with square. Square is good. The route icon only used for API 25, just generated, and a Play Store icon, which is also nice. Select yes. If you go next, you will see that the old icons will be replaced. So that's good. Let's press finish. Let's give it a run. Installing. This is my nice app. And so this is my black background, but this is not my B foreground. Let's have a look at what's going on. You can go to the MipMap folder, and here's the launcher, and this is the background. As I can see, this will be using the IC launcher background from the color, which is the black hole that I selected, so this is good. But as foreground, I see this is still the Android icon. If I check, there we go. So there are two files with the same name. One is in the drawable folder and one is in drawable v24 folder. Probably because this emulator is API 24 and above, it will use this drawable. So I'm betting that this is the Android icon drawable. Let's have a look, and it is. So to resolve this issue, probably want to, here's a new one, this is probably my B. I will override the old icon. There we go, the B. Then probably this background is also the old one, yes, because the new one is a color, which will be here. Yeah. So probably this can go away as well. There we go. Let's run it again. Installing. And there we go. The black background and the bee, which is moving separately, which is nice. And to demonstrate one more time, again only with developer options enabled, let's go for a square. And now it's a square. Well, that's it for this video. Check out my other videos and leave a like.